Hello, Lucky Librans, and welcome to your April horoscope. Okay, well, it's a pretty good lucky month for you, Librans, and I'm glad of that because I'm a Libran myself. So it's always interesting to see what's going to come out for me, when you do your own astrology and your own horoscopes. It's just like, oh, what's going to happen? Anyway, so Mars is in the ninth house for Librans in April. So this basically means that there'll be an emphasis on study, learning, sharing, and perhaps teaching, which is probably why I'm decided that I'd do these live stream horoscopes now. That's probably that energy already coming through, Mars gives you the inspiration and the motivation to, get off your bottom or bum, as we would say in Australia, and actually do something. Okay, so sharing and teaching, learning, study. You might be thinking along those lines, and April will really motivate you to do something. Okay, so, and it has to be something about sharing your passion. This is not to do with things that you have to do. This is about things that you want to do, okay, that you believe in and you feel very passionate about. Okay, so on the 5th, we have the new moon, and it's in Aries, your opposite sign, and it's in your 7th house of committed relationships. So you could find yourself feeling very excited because your romantic relationships, particularly that are committed ones, serious relationships, get a renewal, or alternatively, you could meet somebody who's very, very important in your life. Now, this also goes for not only romantic connections or marriages or partnerships, it could be business partnerships as well. So, if you're in business, you might do a deal with someone like a joint venture or something like that, where another person can help you and you help them and you both achieve what you want. So it's a good time for a win-win situation in April. Okay, now we have Mercury and Venus in your 6th house along with Uranus. Okay, so your 6th house is all about health and your daily routine. So there'll be a lot of communications. Venus is a lovely light sort of energy, and we're ruled by Venus. So we appreciate beauty, and it doesn't have to be necessarily something that's beautiful that costs a lot of money. It could be a simple thing like going to the beach or going for a bushwalk or something like that, and just to be in a beautiful natural environment. That's very important to Librans as well. But with Uranus there's going to be a bit of a shake-up in your daily routine and also in your health. Now, it could be a good kind of shake-up where something that is very unusual happens, and it brings you a lot of luck in those areas. So if you've had a niggling health problem for a while that nobody can diagnose, you might get a diagnosis this month in April. Or you might just start to feel better for some inexplicable reason, or maybe there's something spiritually going on that is affecting your physical body. It's not just a physical thing. And with the influence of Uranus there in the 6th house in April, that gives enough momentum to clear the blockage that is actually making you ill. Okay, so that's very exciting. Now, on the 18th and 21st, Mercury and Venus then move from your 6th house into your 7th house of committed relationships. So again, marriages and important partnerships. This is not about casual sorts of things at all. But it gives the energy for a lot. Mercury gives the energy for a lot of communication. So you'll be discussing with your partner about the things that you want and what you need. And with Venus there's a lovely sort of energy of kindness and consideration for each other. So that's lovely. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, now I'm just going to have a look for you psychically, dear Librans, and we'll see what we can see. Okay. Okay, the focus is on your work and on teaching, studying, sharing, and self-expression. I can see what do you call it? A pencil case. I've just got to think back to school, you know, when I was in school. Pencil case full of coloured pencils and pens and things like that. So this is about you expressing yourself through your work. It's not about doing the sorts of work that is boring or humdrum or draining. This is about you shining your light and being really passionate and expressing yourself. Okay, so that's fabulous. Alrighty. Now, the next thing I've got. Okay. I've got a bath here, and it's like pulling the plug out of the bath and all the dirty water goes down. So that's like some emotion coming up and it's going to be released. And also the sense that I'm in a tunnel and I'm coming out the other side of the tunnel. It's like the end of the tunnel. I can see the light and I'm coming to the end of an era. So imagine if you'd written a book and this chapter that is finally closed and a new chapter is about to begin. Oh, and they're also saying I can see bags of money here for Librans if they follow their passion. Okay, so I'm looking at these cream-coloured calico bank bags full of money if you want to follow your passion. Okay, so let's have a look now using the psychological cards for Libra for April 2019. And the first one, the background card that comes up is called Cycle. Okay, Cycle, and then we're going to have a look at the foreground card that sits in the cycle. Ooh, this is really funny. I can feel there's like lots of different cards that actually want to come up. And I chose this one, which is Go. Okay, so you might have been, dear Librans, you might have been held back in some area for a while now, and like you're at a stop sign and you just couldn't go forward, and now you can. So this month in April, you're absolutely going to achieve things. Maybe things, you know, like for example, me with these live streams on YouTube, I've been thinking about this for 2 years or something like that. It's taken so long for me to finally do it, but now we've got the green light. So we can all move ahead on whatever it is that we really feel passionate about, what we want to achieve, you know, what we want to share with the world, because the world needs our particular flavour of energy, whatever it is that we want to share. So don't sort of say, oh, look, there's, you know, 10,000 people or 1 million people like me that do what I do, therefore I can't do it because there's too much competition. If you believe in something, those people that are attracted to your energy, they will come to you. They will magnetically be compelled to come to you. So don't be worried about there's too many people or whatever, you know. So I'd just like to thank you now for listening to me, and please subscribe to my channel and like this video. I would really, really appreciate that. And if you need a psychic reading at any time with a genuine psychic, please come over to my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com. Okay, that's soul, S-O-U-L, and just search, you'll find it on Google for sure. And we would love to see you sometime. That would be wonderful. You can buy a psychic reading via phone or in our e-shop, so you can have it in writing as an email reading if you prefer. Okay, thanks for listening, and I will see you again next month with the monthly horoscopes. Have a great month, lovely Librans. Bye for now.